And the problem we have when we get into this business and we're young in this business is we always think time's on our side. Okay, we always think that I'll start doing this later, but right now I'm gonna do this. Okay, how many of you guys been in the business 5 years? Is that the fastest fucking 5 years you've ever lived? Yeah. This business flies, okay? Even at the 5 year point, do you have regrets on things you didn't start doing sooner? Right? If you're still taking ups, if you've been at this dealership the whole time and you're still taking fresh ups, you probably didn't work your plan as good as you could have if you started right away, right or not? You take a guy like Louis who's been doing it for a long time, he hardly takes ups anymore because he has such a clientele built up, right? My point is, time waits for no one, guys, and you have to start making the right moves now. You're in this business to be successful, right? I interviewed you guys and you all said you want this. And then what happens is as little time goes by and you get comfortable, and you're comfortable making 6, 7 grand, and you've got your bills to 5, so you got hardly anything left over. You're making $80,000 a year living check to check, thinking I'll make it up later. It goes by like this, guys, okay? So you got to keep that in mind. Start now, okay? You know what hurts a lot of you guys is your safety net, okay? A lot of you guys have a fallback. If it doesn't work out, I can live with my mom, I can live with my parents. My wife makes good money, whatever the case is, right or not. That safety net is actually hurting you guys, okay? When I got in this business, there was no safety net. I lived in a motel. There was no wife. I wanted to get the fuck out of a motel, okay? And that non-safety net, my desire to win, I never got to experience this. But for a lot of you guys, that safety net is actually hurting you, and you got to figure out how to break that shit, okay? If you want to get to the next level like you told me you did when I interviewed your ass, okay? And if you're not where you want to be or at least moving toward it, it's one of these, guys. You're either lazy, incompetent, or you don't care, okay? 2 of these can be fixed, okay? This one I can't. Nobody could care more about your success than you. You have to be the number one driver of your success, okay? If you're lazy, that can be fixed. If you're incompetent, meaning you don't know what to do, that's just because you're not being lazy and you're not doing the work to find out how to do it. Because everything is available online now. I mean, you can learn how to do anything online now. 15 minutes a day, right or not? Everything's on YouTube. Everything that I teach is out there for you for free, okay? But if you're not where you want to be, then you got to identify what your problem is. You got to be true to yourself. Okay, you got to look in the mirror and you got to be true to yourself, okay? If you're doing the same thing day after day, standing outside on the bleacher hoping today is better than yesterday, and you're not willing to do anything different for a different result, that's on you, okay? Success is addictive, okay? And that's why I'm telling you guys about this stuff. This shit is addictive. If you're not paying yourself 10%, 25%, eventually 50%, of your income. That's the ultimate goal. 50% of your take home should be to yourself first, okay? What are you worth? You're the one putting in 60 hours a week, right or not? Think about it. You're the one putting in 60 hours a week. You're the one away from the family on your weekends. You're the one here 12 hours a day going home tired as fuck and your family's asleep, right or not? And on payday, how much of that do you actually pay yourself? Or does it all go to somewhere else? You're doing it all for the bill collectors? You're not doing any of this for you? Right? Well, Curtis, I can't afford to pay myself 10% right now. Then work fucking harder. Stop being lazy and figure out some new techniques. Start mastering these phone calls so you don't have to work as hard. You can work smarter and sell more cars and make more money. But it's available to you. There's no reason why you can't. If you're not, it's because you're settling and you're okay with it. And that's going to take me all the way back over here. Either you're lazy or you don't care. Right or not? Sometimes we need an eye-opener, guys. And I don't want anybody that works for me or especially spends a career with me to end this thing broke. That's not what we're here for. And that happens too many times to people in sales. They make a lot of fucking money. And as soon as that cash flow stops, their life's over. They don't have nothing to fall back on. They did it all for nothing. That's not what we're here for. Okay? It's not just about making money, but it's about making good decisions with that money. Paying yourself first should be your number one goal. All right? You guys have never heard me tell you, go buy another car, get yourself in more debt. That's what they told me when I got into business 25 years ago. That's what they believed helped salespeople sell cars. Go put some more debt on. Go buy a motorcycle. And I did. I never had money before. I wanted all those things. It just stresses you the fuck out. It stresses you out. You don't sell more when you're stressed. But when you're stacking, this shit becomes addictive. And you do sell more. Because you're thinking about that. And you're going, okay, I need to put another 5 on this month. That means I got to work a little harder. Because I owe myself $5,000 this month for my work. And that's what I got to do. And this becomes addictive. You're nodding your head and yes. Is it not? You got your first house this last year, right? Yes, are you already thinking about your next house, your next home, your rental? We had that conversation. This shit's addictive. Okay, this shit's addictive if you get on the right train, guys. But you got to take this shit serious, okay? Because this waits for nobody, okay? And it goes by like that, okay? I have regrets that I wish I'd done things faster, better, sooner, if I could take back time. That's the entire reason I have these trainings with you guys. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to give you back time, okay? Because you could literally do what took me 25 years. You could do it in 10 if you really, really want to, and you follow the training and you apply yourself. You could do what's taking me 25 years.